Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Wandia, and if you're new here, thank you for stopping by. If you always tune in, thank you for that as well. I hope you find this video useful and informative, and if you do, hit the subscribe button. It's free of charge, and you might also want to hit the notification bell as well. That way you stay up to date with my content. So let's just jump straight into the video. Today I wanted to talk to you about what intermittent fasting is, if you don't know, and the benefits you will enjoy from fasting, I guess, or intermittent fasting. So what is intermittent fasting? The best way I can explain it to you is the day has 24 hours a day. You break it down into two when you're in your fed state and fasted state. The fasted state is inclusive of the time you sleep. So at that time of the day, you don't want to be spiking your insulin or eating or drinking anything that will spike your insulin. You can obviously drink water, you can drink tea, you can drink coffee. You want to be mindful that you don't put anything in those drinks that would spike your insulin. That's sugar, milk, honey, and all of that good stuff. And the reason I say that is because coffee can spark your cortisol levels, and obviously sugar and sugar alternatives and honey and all that good stuff will spike your insulin. So the fasted state is normally longer than the fed state. So when you hear people saying 16-8, 17-7, 24, the 20 or the 16 or the 7 represents the time you're fasting, and then the remainder of the day, which is the 8, the 7 or the 4, is inclusive of the time you're eating, and in that time you're hopefully eating healthy, nutritious food. You know what healthy, nutritious food is. You don't need me to tell you. Google is your best friend, basically, but I'm sure you know. What are the benefits of intermittent fasting? The first one is weight loss. Obviously, if you're spending majority of the day when you're not consuming food or drink that will spike your insulin, then you're obviously reducing the number of meals that you're having, which obviously will lead to weight gain. The idea here is that you don't overcompensate when you break your fast. So take it steady. When you start your fast, don't go crazy, and when you break your fast, don't go crazy. Benefit number 2 is obviously you get into ketosis faster. So because you're spending majority of the time not eating or drinking things that will not spike your insulin, then obviously the body is tricked into believing that you're in starvation mode, which kicks you into ketosis. Benefit number 3 is you enjoy something called autophagy, which is cell repair or recycling of cell parts. So the body is using itself to repair itself, so to speak. Benefit number 4 is a reduction in oxidative stress. What is oxidative stress, you might ask? I will just look into my notes and tell you that now. It is steps towards aging and chronic disease. It's the imbalance between radicals and antioxidants in your body. Benefit number 5 is that you increase your insulin sensitivity. I've talked about insulin and glucagon. It's like a seesaw effect. Your body is either flowing insulin because you're consuming a lot of carbohydrates, which put you in fat storage mode, or you're consuming foods or not eating foods. That way you're encouraging glucagon to flow in your body. You know about glucagon. I've talked about glucagon before. Don't mess about with carbohydrates or eat very little of them, and your body will be flowing with glucagon, which is the hormone that puts your body in fat burning mode. If you're in fat burning mode, then you're obviously losing weight, which is quite good, which is ideally what you want. The next benefit is a reduction in inflammation. This is, if you're not losing weight, then you're obviously gaining weight, which is putting a stress on your body. So you get your chronic diseases, your diabetes, your hypertension. And bear in mind, if you're going to practice intermittent fasting, the first thing you want to do is your research, consult a doctor. The other benefit is it improves your mood. Why do I say that? I'll just read from my notes. It increases the levels of a brain hormone called brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It also strengthens your neural connections. That's what I know. I've been practicing intermittent fasting, and what you want to do is not stick to one thing, because you don't want to be adrenally fatigued or stressed. So what I've read and what I've come to learn is, if you're doing 16-8, you want to change it up sometimes, because your body will fall into a pattern which it will get used to. So you want to kind of keep the body guessing. Just make gradual changes that will help the body or enhance the body, you know, with the activities that it needs to do. The next benefit is it's good for your brain. You don't have brain fog, you don't have high blood sugar and insulin. Basically, insulin is quite important in your body, and at the same time, it does cause a bit of damage if you continuously keep spiking it with the foods that you consume. Benefit number 8, intermittent fasting. You allow your body to rest, because when you eat, you're causing stress on your body because you're asking it to do some work. But if you give it a long period of time, you're actually allowing your digestive system to rest. The other benefit that I've enjoyed is it's cheap. If you're consuming less, then you're obviously buying less. Obviously, not everybody in your house could be intermittent fasting. So yeah, I think it's cheaper. This is for you if you want to lose some weight and you don't want to give up a type of food. This is for you who wants to get healthier. And this is for anybody out there who just basically wants to get their body into better shape. Obviously, if you have pre-existing conditions, you might want to do your own research and consult a doctor. And be mindful that if you have adrenal stress and fatigue, this might not be the path for you. Or you might want to remedy that before you do intermittent fasting. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. If you had, please give me a like. That supports my channel. And leave a comment down below and let me know if you're fasting at all, if you're thinking about fasting and things like that. And let's help each other and keep the conversation going. And I hope I see you guys in my next video. Bye!